G'day guys, Scott from FatB Trader here. Just want to bring you a quick video update on the Euro US dollar and the Japanese yen US dollar, or the US dollar Japanese yen I should say. So basically what we're looking at today, obviously we had NFP Friday, which was a little bit of a disaster. We obviously had the trade that we had taken on the pivot level here. We were targeting, basically targeting the top of this zone here. Didn't eventuate. We had a stop at this point here. Obviously NFP just gapped right through that, and we sort of got a little bit screwed there. So I ended up closing that trade out somewhere around here, I believe, for about an 80 point loss. So that kind of sucks because it did put us quite a bit back for last week. We're still positive, but only excluding the yen trade, it only meant that we're up about $500-600. So wasn't a great week with that trade included. But obviously the yen trade has been carrying a lot of that. So I think we're up about $5 or $6 grand on that last week, and up a total of 8 or 9. On that overall, so yeah, not so bad in the overall scheme of things. But anyway, righto, let's move on to today's trade. So basically we're looking at the euro dollar US dollar. Again, we've got our classic pivot strategy in play here. Basically what we're looking at is level of support and resistance. We've got the daily pivot above, we've got a 2-to-1 or better trade in play, and we've basically taken that already. So that's we're basically targeting 123.20, or I've got my thing in here at 123.10, I believe. Let me just have a look. Let me just zoom in here a bit. So I've got my order in at 123.12. There you go. I'm just playing it a bit safe. It's a bit before the pivot. I'll just swap to the bid for a second and see where. Yeah, okay, so it's before it. Yep, so all good. Quite a bit before it, actually, probably 5 or 6 pips before it. But I want to lock in a win and be done. Have a positive trade, first trade of the week. So it's always a good thing. Next thing we're going to look at is Japanese yen US dollar. Now this thing is it's still moving. It's broken to new highs. You can see it's held that pretty well, actually. I guess it's probably not a bad spot. Look, if it gets down to this level here, it's probably okay to be adding to that, targeting a move higher. Alternatively, there is another level of support and resistance just here. So if you wanted to, you could probably place a half order here, and then maybe even another half order down here. You may get filled, you may not. It's interesting to note that it's making... MACD is making lower lows, and the yen is making higher highs, so there is a bit of divergence in place there on the 5-minute chart. So we may see, you might get this actually, you might actually be able to pick it up a little bit lower. At this stage I'm just going to hold on to this and see where it goes. And then we've got the Aussie dollar US dollar. So on Friday we had a trade. We basically said you could basically take the trade from this level, if you target this level here, and that trade worked out. I didn't take it because, like I said, I'm not a massive fan of the Aussie dollar US dollar anyway, but at this stage there's no trade there that I can see. So if you took that one, congratulations, awesome. I didn't take it. It's not my favorite pair in the world. So that's pretty much it for now, guys. Not a lot happening. It is just Monday, obviously. We're not not even finished the Asian session yet, so I'm probably being a bit premature getting into this trade, but at the end of the day I think it looks like a pretty good setup to me. Time will tell. It may not work today, sometimes it doesn't. It's just the way we play the game. So just control your risks today, and we will try and pump out some positive trades for the week. Alright guys, till next time, trade well.